Hail and well met friends, Andang here for another episode of the Helm's Deep playthrough as we are making our way through this awesome zone that Turbine has crafted with the new Helm's Deep expansion. And when we left off, we were getting ready to talk with Eowyn.
You found some of Grima's allies and defeated them? Good.
You found some of Grima's allies and defeated them? Good. Those snakes would have caused us trouble for sure, especially once my uncle rides to Isengard. I hope that was all of them, Andang. I still do not understand all of the mysteries you uncovered in Grima's chambers, but perhaps we have ended the schemes that were plotted there. My uncle and his riders are ready to depart. You must select a quest reward, for it would be unwise not to. Is that a threat? Yes, actually.
My preparations continue, but my uncle's are complete.
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, that one. Why not? My preparations continue, but my uncle's are complete. Now he rides to Isengard, and to war. I will remain behind, as he commanded. But my thoughts will dwell upon him until his return. Enter the Golden Hall, and see if he has further commands for those of us who will remain. Alright, so Eowyn is finally okay, it seems, with staying behind, but definitely not happy about it. Alright, there are a lot of short people outside the hall, no offense, but man, that's weird. Normally there's a balance of players, but not that time. I'm never gonna live that one down. Oh well, here we go. Alright, I love this hall. I could just stay here the whole time. There's everybody. Whoa, did it get darker in here? Okay.
The riders are ready to depart, as am I.
The riders are ready to depart, Andang, as am I. We will ride to Isengard and remind Saruman of what he has forgotten, that the Riddermark is not his for the taking. It belongs to the Earlings, who will refresh his memory with the sword and spear. I know Eowyn is unhappy with her charge, and she would be on the forefront of battle if I allowed her to ride with us. It would console her a little to know that it is not her safety that I seek to ensure with my command, but that of my people. They need someone to lead them in my absence, someone to give them hope for better days, but Andang, you can't, even though you are Thane. You are too new of a commander, otherwise I would surely throw it over to you, but Eowyn is the next best thing. They need someone to lead them in my absence, someone to give them hope for better days to come. They need Eowyn to be strong, and I know she will be. Another spear at Isengard will avail us little. A shield at home may be the difference at the last. I am ready to ride. Let me know when you are ready to see us off. Oh yeah, I can't go. I have to stay and protect your daughter. Whatever.
It is time.
It is time. Alright, I am super excited to see just how many Rohirrim we will be sending off here, as it should be the majority of the military force of the city, which is exciting to say the least. As this will probably be our first major scale that we will be getting with this expansion. Alright, and advice about the user interface, just a reminder you can go to the options.
Theoden King has mustered a force of more than 1,000 spears, and prepares to ride for Isengard. Will he return to Edoras in this life?
More than 1,000, Does not seem like quite that many. But I'll take your word for it, Legolas. Sure, there's 1,000 somewhere. Oh, you got a nice little banner. That's cool. You are the king. Gandalf was right, Anding. I have sat in the shadows of my hall for too long. It is good to breathe the clean air once more, and to feel the breeze upon my face. Grima's whisperings made me forget about it all, but now the memory of good has returned to me, and in greater force than ever before. Walk with me a ways, Anding. I have a request to make for you.
Forward, snowman.
Yes, forward, Snowmane. You really should be writing Shadowfax.
While I ride to
voiced.
Isengard, I would have
That's
you
great.
lend your aid to those who remain behind.
Okay, I think we already established that. No, Andang does not ride with
There
you.
are dangers both behind
Because of
and
the king.
ahead, Eomer.
Thank you, dude. You are my favorite guy. Aemir, you should be king. I'm saying it right now. He's got my vote. Hey, Theoden. Excuse me. Okay, just go through. Ignore me. Fine. Aemir, we both know we could probably take over this kingdom after this is all over. If you're okay with that. I mean, I know I could rule. I mean, clearly you know I could go to battle. I know that you are needed elsewhere, Andang. Still, I would feel more at ease if you were to ride with us. Aemir hesitates, and you can see him struggling with the weight of decision. I do not want to add any of my own worries to those that already concern you, but if you find yourself in the Eastfold, perhaps you will cast an eye towards my home. I already asked you about this before, but perhaps you will do it again. The town of Aldburg is my home, when I am not in Edoras, and it is now left in the care of my steward, Arkil. It has been a long while since I returned to Aldburg, and I worry that dangers there that threaten the rest of the Mark may also affect my home. You need not go there in haste. We've already established that as well. Help my sister with her own task first. But it would ease my mind if I thought you might go to Aldburg after. Of course I will. We have already established this, Eomer. You have my thanks, Andang. No worries. I'm gonna go down to these glowing quest rings, if that's okay with you. Okay. Who to talk with first? Let's talk with the elf that looks nothing like an elf. He's the only one with the helmet. I love that. That is awesome. Makes him look even less like an elf. Isn't that right, Legolas? That's awesome. Alright, buddy. There you are, Andang. Did you not recognize me? Theoden gave us remnant of war from his own horde. I prefer my own garb, but we ride now to war, and that shining mail will serve me better. Still, I appreciate the gift. Yes, quite right. Alright, Aragorn, son of Arathorn. I understand your path leads elsewhere, Andang. But still, we may yet meet again, as we have done several times. There are dangers aplenty in Rohan, and not enough good-hearted folk to defeat them. If only there were 2 of you, or 4, or 6, or 1,000,000, then there would be no troubles at all. Aragorn laughs, and some of the riders nearby look at him curiously. Sounds of merriment are rare in these times, Andang, and defeating Saruman will not change that. Gandalf is quick to remind me that the real foe lies to the east, and not west. But if Rohan is to survive, we must do something about the enemy that is nearest. And we will. Alright, very confident Aragorn there. The armor of this land is not made for dwarves, Andang. But the king gave it to me, and a shield bearing his device. A white horse. on a green field. I am proud to bear it, and I am less pleased at the prospect of being borne by such a creature on the journey to Isengard. I have not had enough of bouncing around on the back of such beasts as a sack of meal. Éomer says I may ride with him, and I have agreed to make him up on his offer, as long as Legolas will ride beside us. Together we will teach young Éomer how mistake he has been concerning the Lady of the Golden Wood. We will be in good company, assuming he learns this lesson well and quickly. Oh, I love Gimli and his love affairs. The host is assembled and ready to ride, Andang, but there's still one matter I would see resolved. Would you find Glewine and bring him before me? There's still the matter of his punishment to be settled. Oh no. Andang, don't make him take me, please. I'll do anything. We can run away now. He's not even letting you fight. You can go now. Even betray the king. We can start a coup. It'll be great. No, you already have Éomer in on it. Well, that's great. The king has chosen this moment to reveal his punishment. Very well. I am prepared, Andang. Whatever my king decides will be just. I am ready. Alright. Takes a while to walk over here. Everyone, hold on just a moment. Let me get over here. No worries.
Eowyn, do you know why I've called you before me?
It's for punishment, clearly.
My king.
He does.
My friends and I return to Edoras against your direct command.
Why did you do this?
Yes, why did you, Glewine? Why did you?
We did this out of love, my king.
Oh, that's great.
And fear.
Didn't expect that.
Love of the mark.
Mm.
And fear for its people.
That's a wise
I
answer.
share this love, Glewine, and this fear.
Ooh, that's morbid.
But the king's word is law, and must be obeyed.
Oh, snap.
You will not escape judgment.
Ooh.
That is just, my king. I submit to your will.
I ride to war. It is like to be my
You're gonna steal Glewine from me.
I need a minstrel by my
No.
side to record the deeds that await.
No.
My king?
It will be your burden to witness my final days, if this be they.
No,
And
Glewine.
record them in song.
Glewine.
You will return from the battle, my king.
That
Oh.
do you accept
Now I
my
really do want to start a coup.
I do, my king.
Glewine. Don't worry, Andang. It'll be fine. I'll be returning soon. It is done, Andang. Each of the three of you, Glewine, Horn, and the man with whom I now speak, will serve Rohan in the ways from which you were best suited, and scrub away the black mark of incurred by defying my command. Now, it is time to depart, and my sister-daughter, Eowyn, will have the people journey to Dunharrow, and wish us well in the battle. With good fortune, we will overcome, and put an end to Saruman's treacheries at long last.
Forth, Aerlingus.
Yes, you run away with your minstrel. Have fun. He's a good one. I guess he was yours to begin with. Now I see why you have a problem with all this, Eowyn. Thank you, Andang, for finally coming to my side. We really should make a
So
coup.
they are gone. May they ride to victory.
So they are gone. May they ride to victory. It is now up to those of us who remain to carry out my uncle's will, and the wishes of those who ride with him. I hope we are both up to the challenge, Andang. I really do.
My uncle has commanded that I bring
Ooh,
the people of Edoras to
orange level
Dunharrow.
quest. My uncle has commanded that I bring the people of Edoras to Dunharrow, for that is a more defensible location than Edoras. You knew this before us all, really, and we should have listened anyway. Before we make our way there, we should send word to Harrowdale of the great number of people that will soon be arriving. Some have already made their way to Harrowdale, but more will be arriving soon from all corners of Kingstead. And you will if you have enough time to spare, I ask you travel northeast to the town of Entwade and ensure the people there are prepared for what lies ahead. Afterwards, some will need to travel to Harrowdale. Eowyn pauses, and she seems to be weighing something carefully before speaking. The Lord of Harrowdale is Thane Dunhere, nephew of Enkbad, Lord of Helm's Deep in the Westfold. He has a mighty man. He is a mighty man, excuse me. It's late at night, really. Accompanied in battle, and most loyal to my uncle and the Mark, but he rode to defend the ford, the Eisen, some weeks ago, and his wife now rules in his stead. She and I have never been friendly. Ellen Frimden is, by most accounts, a kind woman, and just as her husband. But she and I are as different as the badger is to the noble steed. She will not be pleased to hear that I and the folk of Edoras will soon be sheltering at her hall, but she would be less pleased to hear the news from me. After you have helped the people of Entwade, travel to Underharrow, to the south, and give Ellen Fernman this unpleasant news. There's little other choice, and you seem to be best available messenger for these tidings, Andang. Alright. Our first side quest, finally! That's right, Andang, I finally have another matter for you. My uncle Theoden brings the war to Saruman. There remain a great many to do in the Westments. Oh, with my uncle. To the east, the river ford of Entwade lies along the Entwash shores, and has held the wade for years innumerable. Thane Edric commands the post, and holds but a few men in his service. The White Hand has pressed into the king's lands as of late, and the cost of losing the wade would be unknowable. I have many matters to attend to in my uncle's stead, but I know that there is a task for which your skills are suited. If you would aid me, I would have your steed readied for the journey at once. Alright, so we are now traveling away. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We are now getting ready to help the people of Rohan get to safety and prepare for war. And Theoden King already rode off. We lost our minstrel Glywine, but he will always be there in our hearts, and hopefully we will tie up with him again. But man, that is very disappointing. And he's probably my favorite character out of the new ones that Turbine has crafted. And so it's very hard to see him go away, but it's all right. Myself and Horn, I guess, will be the dynamic duo making our way through the lands of Rohan. So I'm very excited to see what happens next, and I hope you guys are as well, as we make our way into the extra lands of Rohan. So here we are, and when we resume, we will find out what these lands need for our help. So we are actually, real quick, let's check the map. If it'll load here. Oh no. There we go. Alright, so we're now here at the Entwade, right? Where you are supposed to cross over in the beginning. So basically, starting over the zone again. Alright, because we rode straight to Edoras. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon as we will prepare the Entwade for war. So till then, thank you guys so much for watching, and so long. PVMP and dang, subscribe.